All the cycles.
Podcast. Spell backwards.
Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb. Leap. Dumb.
Hey, and welcome to Podleadum. That's Top Model Podcast spelled backwards. I'm Lex Basile-Price, and until I figure out my body and my face and everything, I feel like my chances are low.
I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg. And come on, Gene, we don't need this man.
And I'm Jada B. Crumpin. When is it going to be my turn to really shine through?
And we're, of course, talking about Cycle 20, Episode 4, The Girl Who Went in Circles.
Terrible title.
My much better title is The Stylist Who Handles a Medical Situation Correctly and with Care.
Aw.
And if you want to handle things with care, you can go to anchor.fm/podleadum, which will redirect you to a long URL that you can very easily click on in our show notes.
That only Lex has memorized.
I'll start writing it down, I promise. But yes, you can support us for as little as 99 cents, which rounded up, what's that? $1, which I think you've got.
You probably
Once a month. And thank you, as always, to all of our sponsors for continuing, even though we're now in our 20s. we're talking about different things.
want to leave the house.
Yeah, everybody.
These pink fairy lights in the cherry blossom tree are cute.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate that most of the color we're getting is pink for this cycle for some reason.
Yeah.
I like that we can count on Top Model to have their best space be the outdoor space.
Yeah, for real. I love that we get these techno mid-tempo beats to start the episode.
Oh, yeah.
Someone found a new song in the stock music.
Digital Flirt hid one of the quotes.
We cover Kanani with text, but not Alessandra Ambrosio.
Oh, it was in her contract.
X marks the spot on your beautiful face.
Which is like a hidden Mickey up in the void up there. And powerful was written in gay leather club font for some reason.
Yeah.
And friggin' amazing. Friggin'? Who? Kelly.
I love, and I mentioned it last episode, but how much Jordan clearly hates her hair. Because she will hide every piece of that she can in her confessional look.
This episode is going to try to make us believe that Mike and or Jeremy are interesting. The people who are not helping that narrative are Mike and Jeremy.
No.
Mike, trying to give us insight into Mike, says,
Oh.
I'm the kind of person where I want to do well in anything that I do. Wow.
How
I
novel.
really feel like I know this man.
I'll say that of the two, I find Jeremy more interesting in a, what are you doing here, bud? kind of way. Like
Just because his mom signed him up. That's the only reason he's here.
Like, Mike seems like he's embarrassed that he got tricked into being on the show and is failing.
But also has no better prospects.
No.
Jeremy feels like he will never model again after this. I think Jeremy is doing this for a lark and a favor to his mama.
I mean, Jeremy is the dopiest little puppy. Because
When he's not creeping on Jordan, I find Jeremy kind of adorable.
Yeah.
Like,
I do appreciate that he does not have an overinflated sense of himself. He's like, yeah, I've never done this before. I don't know anything. I'm not very good. I probably won't win.
later on when he says, I've learned 3 poses and I'm going to do them.
Oh,
I'm like,
my
honestly,
backup quote,
Jeremy.
that was my favorite.
because Mike picks Jeremy and they're going to go hang out in the bed together. And I kind of like this non-toxic, kind of not homoerotic, but like two men just kind of like being close and not having a
Fun
problem.
sleepover energy.
Yeah.
At a certain time, we would have called it a bromance.
Right. New Nina storyline.
Which apparently was an old Nina storyline.
So Nina twisted her ankle during casting. And I think the word casting is doing a lot of heavy lifting because I think She twisted it during the stupid rainy building walk.
Yep.
I have the same conspiracy theory. And later, they will try to sepia tone confuse us.
Yes.
And to be fair, later she does mention those boots.
I think she's playing that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because also,
How would she have done the guest runway if she had twisted her ankle?
Exactly.
if we want to do some gender comparisons, we have Mike and Jeremy who are like, I don't know how I got here, and I'm not doing that great. And we've got Jordan or Nina who are like, I have nothing else. I am solely focused on this. I dropped out of school and I left home. Oof.
Very different. Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences between the girl contestants and the guy contestants is none of the guy contestants seem like this is their last shot at something.
No, not even Corey, who seems the most into the competition.
Right. He seems the most like he wants to be a model, and yet...
He's like, I'm still a wedding singer. I've
Yeah,
got
exactly.
80 other things I do.
You know that I have been the one who is suspicious of Chris.
Mm-hmm.
This episode, Chris is out
Crispicious.
to prove me specifically wrong.
Yeah.
Because first we have him carrying Nina around and icing her ankle and giving her medical advice, and it's really cute.
And I'm going to say, too, Chris uses a lot of best friend language,
Mm-hmm.
and he cares about Nina as a friend. Interestingly, Nina's the one that seems to romanticize the relationship more, at least in her confessionals.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mike, who seems like he's already been drinking again. Now it's celebration, not defeat. Barges in on people having a full conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And is
Screaming, too. Screaming.
like, hey, I've got news. Hello, me. I heard something about, and for something not urgent.
Mm-hmm.
It is about the telephone calls in the morning and setting up the list of the order.
And then, this is one of my favorite Chris moments, because Mike also reveals it's only 5 minutes
5
each.
minutes.
And then Chris is like, I've never been so happy. Because
For 5 minutes.
yeah, and then Mike goes, shut the fuck up. It's like wild.
Whoa.
It is not only is it unnecessarily rude, because it is.
It is.
It's also triggering for Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Which he's going to explain really well later.
So Mike goes back to his bedroom to drink from the coffee cup, some more probably. And,
Well, he goes to the Tyra suite,
Yeah.
importantly.
Mm.
and Chris comes and is pissed and knocks on the door and comes in and says, I would like you to apologize to me.
Yeah, very, very measured. You and I have never had a problem. We're the older ones in the house. I think you should give me an apology. And then we get a talking head from Mike where he's like, I don't know what Chris wants from me.
And it's like, he literally told you.
Yeah. Chris doesn't even seem to want a public apology.
No.
I could have gotten away with a half-assed non-apology of like, I'm sorry I made you feel that way or something.
Yeah. Chris would have undoubtedly accepted that.
Yes.
And then Chris is upset at the way Mike not reacts to that. And so then he goes to talk to Jeremy and Corey. Corey is still covering his full head in a different wrap now.
Mm-hmm. I like to think of him and Jordan having like rap time together when they get home.
And then, and then Chris says, you just don't say that in your vocabulary, meaning shut the fuck up. And I'm like, that was almost a sentence. You're upset. I'll give this to you. And then Corey does some really good friending.
Not
Yes.
shocking. Not shocking at all.
He wins America's best friend race.
I don't know why it's always a race with you, Hannah.
She just loves the Amazing Race.
Oh,
running,
right.
running. Corey calls a Chris house meeting.
Yes, it's like it.
And Chris, I think, does a good job explaining his situation and asking for understanding and correction.
And everyone but Mike seems to give it to him.
And I appreciate it because at the start, I thought Chris was going to do some of that
Uh-huh.
early episodes, like, you just don't know me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but you have to tell them, Chris. You have to tell them stuff. And then he finally does. He says that he dealt with a lot of verbal abuse. And that's
physical.
something that really, like, triggers him, makes him defensive, like, upsets him when it happens. And, man, if even half the stuff he says about his mother is accurate, this was a very abusive situation.
And he even ends it by saying, like, and I realize that's something that is on me, and if I do something that puts you off in a way, please tell me. I need to know that because I have a fucked up relationship with like dealing with people.
He literally says, if I'm being the drama, if I'm making someone uncomfortable, come and tell me, please. I want to be better.
Apologizes and owns his mistakes a whole bunch.
Mm-hmm. Now, I will give Mike the slightest bit of credit that Talking Head is old hair.
Sure.
But it doesn't seem like he changes his opinion. Fun thing, there is a new wall decal in the house, and it says, Boy Tooch equals Booch. Heart tie-tie.
How dare she? Right on Chris S.'s grave.
She sent that PA out immediately.
To a kiosk at the outdoor mall that you get your car decals.
And I'm so glad that this happened for Chris. I feel like we don't often get this journey with a top model contestant where we see all the bad stuff that's happening. We get an actual explanation in show, and the person actually gets good advice and follows through with it. And it actually made me, and this is the power, everyone, of actually listening to critique about yourself and trying to own it and trying to examine it and trying to get better, because it makes me look at Chris so differently for the rest of the episode.
Yeah. I hope it stays that way.
Me too.
I hope he can continue to grow in that direction.
It seems like he's listening to people like Nina, like Corey. You know, like he's hearing that and not just being like, oh, well, that's who I am, which happens so much.
Really shitty for them to edit out whatever nice thing Jeremy said to Chris, because the last thing we hear Chris say is like, hey, thanks so much, Jeremy. Like, we didn't hear what Jeremy said.
Jeremy was just like, rad.
The one weirdness about the house meeting is Chris is holding a book the entire time that's like bright yellow, and I'm like, oh.
He just needs something to his hands.
Yeah.
You know they don't allow books in Top Model.
Yeah, for real. What was it?
We hear the theme song again, and then we see DJ Hands. Oh, no.
We have one of my favorite captions crunches that we've gotten in a while. Because they arrive at the site of their next fashion show. And Johnny asks, is everyone excited? And captions crunches, models, yes. Phil, no.
Who is out? Who also hates Phil in captions?
That's so funny. It's so funny to me that, like, this is the side of Phil I like. I like this chaos energy that he'll bring to group things like this. Like, he's either bawling his eyes out or saying something so opposite to everyone else.
Yeah. Phil doing something weird in the background where it doesn't matter, I'm fine with.
Yes,
oh, yeah.
Agreed. Mm-hmm. We are at Arena. Now, Arena is most famous in my history of growing up in California as the place that Tiger Heat was held. Have I ever explained Tiger Heat to either of you? Okay. So, Tiger Heat was an 18 and over club night in LA, but that didn't exclude people over 21. So there was a section that it was 18 plus, and then above that was the bar that you could drink at and look down. However, Tiger Heat was notorious for if you were under 21, they didn't check your ID. So
you have told us about this place, and you've never told us the title. And is Tiger Heat the name of it?
It was Tiger Heat was the name of the night at the club.
Why? Why
Like
was it
Tiger
named Tiger
Beat.
Heat?
Like
Tiger
Tiger
Beat.
Beat.
All right.
Please continue, though, Lex. But I was like, I just wanted to let you know that you have.
So you would have bebraced young 15-year-olds going to Tiger Heat and being like, I'm under 21. And they're like, here's your ticket. And then they go in and these leches on the top floor would be like, blah, blah, blah. And every time I went, because I would always get dragged along by friends, I was like, all my like mama instincts kicked in. And I was like, no, leave them alone. They're children. Please don't.
They know nothing.
They know nothing of your life. Stop. What I'm saying is I protect children, okay? I protect children.
You don't flirt with them.
Do not flirt with babies, unlike Hurricane Gianna. But yeah, I went there so many times. Every time I went, terrible night. Always a bad story. My one friend did drugs who was sober at the time, but came back and I was like, oh, you're high. And he's like, you're judging me. Leave. I don't want you. And I was like, okay, fine. I'll drive away after I try to get you to come with me. And then he texts like, I should have gone home with you. And I'm like,
I know.
Sure. Yeah.
I wonder if Marvin Scott Jarrett also attended these Tiger Heat nights, because he seems also not thrilled to be here.
He seems hung over. This was much less charisma than the last time he was here.
Yeah, and Marvin also gently touches Johnny's cheek. He like comes up to them.
You're the only reason I'm here.
Johnny Hat says turn it on.
I thought it said turn it up.
Oh, maybe.
What's funny is there, you know why, Lex, we don't know? Because it actually doesn't mean anything to anything.
Well,
why wasn't it like spin me round?
Ooh.
His hats are usually so on theme.
It's because they turned on the tables.
Oh, it's turntables. Got it.
Mm-hmm. Because yes, that was Chekhov's turntable. And these models are going to have to walk on not one, but 2 spinning platforms. And look, we've seen lots and lots and lots and lots of dangerous runways in our time recapping this show. We've even seen one similar to this.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as fast as the carousel.
It does seem as fast as the treadmills.
Yes.
At least they got to watch the treadmills, because when they arrive here, the fucking thing isn't built yet.
And Johnny has to explain that. And then my favorite part, well, my second favorite part is Marvin explaining what Nylon wants. And at the end it just says, and they're also just, well, cool. Woof. And then they start the turntable that Johnny and Marvin are on. And then they can't turn it off. So Johnny has to keep delivering copy while spinning around on the turntable.
This is also where we learn Johnny is worth 2 J's, because not only is he going to be styling this runway, he has to give walking help backstage. Why must Johnny always have to do so much work?
We can help him. We can help him.
It was a little mean of Johnny to be like, Mike sucks. But I think he can learn.
Because he doesn't like Mike.
Mike is also counting on this show way too hard to be a brand new career for him.
Uh-huh.
He just doesn't know that it's not going to teach you anything. That was old top model. I swear, I thought Nina's shirt said fartsy. And I was like, fartsy? Why fartsy?
It's unfair that the men get such better style. They get better material to work with than the women.
I appreciate that the men have at least fashion on, though.
Yeah, I'm saying that they have like a lot. Like they get better menswear than
sure.
I didn't hate the ladies' fashion, but the men's was just so much more distinctive and cool.
Yeah. Nina is terrified of breaking her fucking ankles.
I don't understand how the men in this competition dole out sympathy. Because
oh my God.
Marvin says of Nina, sure, she's terrified, and this could be a major medical emergency for her, but I don't have any sympathy because I want her to go home. That's not how sympathy works, man.
Marvin heard us from the future and said, oh, they don't want the misogyny and gross creepiness. Okay, I'll get them to hate me in another way. I have no sympathy for Nina. I want Nina so bad. This is, imagine with me, okay? Theater of the mind. I want Nina to walk out, sit on the turntable, pose as it spins her to the next turntable, stand up, walk to the next one.
No. Don't stand up. Execute a swift somersault.
Yep.
To the next turntable and repeat.
And then get up and scream, quirky!
Apparently, one of these turntables is going to be the standing turntable.
Yeah.
The walking turntable is first, and then the standing turntable is second.
They, spoiler alert, get zero direction on how to walk on. Not like the process of walking, like directions of what to do. Because everyone
and how long? How many laps?
Everyone does a different thing. Also, which direction are you supposed to walk against it? Are you supposed to walk with it? Are you supposed to go to the center? Are you supposed to go on the out? No one. It's just free for all. because Johnny had too much to do, so he couldn't also tell them how to walk on the
and Johnny
runway.
also has to talk with 2 different designers because I don't have their last names.
I do.
Ashton Michael, and then Kimberly Gordon. Kimberly, who's our silly talker in the sense that she just kind of says whatever she's thinking at any moment. And Ashton, who has one of my favorite quotes ever, where he's talking about Jordan later and says, Jordan makes you want to buy clothes, which is important to us if we want to make a living. Like, yep, that's a model. Someone finally defined modeling.
I enjoyed their duo energy.
Yeah.
I also enjoy the fact that they are both still successful.
Yeah.
Ashton Michael was most recently on the first season of Next in Fashion. I will say their website has a video that is just about vibes. I would have played it, but there is no talking. So it's just him like walking around and touching fabric.
That seems like him, though, from what we got here.
And Kimberly Gordon now heads Selkie.
And her main thing is high fashion body positivity.
Nice.
Sells her stuff up to size 5X and works with boutiques to make sure they carry sizes that high.
Oh, I love that for both. They were also really cool on this episode. Like,
yes.
When I say silly talk, and I just mean that, like, she clearly had never been on camera before.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is. Also, Kimberly was going through a text on shirts moment in her life.
Sure was.
Lots of text on shirts.
This is, I will say, I liked her, and an update is great. She has a wild Instagram handle. It's We Dream of Ice Cream.
Careful, Smize and Dream's gonna come for you, Kimberly. And Johnny has one of his weirder moments where he's talking with Nina about the potential of wrapping her ankle. And he goes, yeah, medic's here. Why not be safe? And I'm like, yeah, what do you mean?
I feel like he's trying to sneak it past the show.
I think that too.
Okay.
Or Nina just told him about what happened. Also, I need to point out, because we need to give as much Johnny love as we can when we have it. I love Johnny's lisp when he says Vanessa Hudgens and Selena Gomez. I find men with a lisp really sexy. And I think it's partially like you growing up when we did, that was always like, get it out of here. You're also gay and you have a lisp. Get out. But
Too many things.
Yeah. I love when it survives because it's so adorable. Like there's this like, hey there, sailor. Hey there, sailor.
Yeah, you're right. So many people are embarrassed of lisp, and I always find them endearing. Yeah. And I don't mean that in an infantilizing way. I like you. I think it adds character.
It's just, there's color to your voice.
Yeah. On the other side of that, they have an insane conversation about Jeremy and how he's a baby, so they need to make him more of a man. And apparently that means just giving him a sleeveless vest with a huge zipper.
Don't you wish they had broken into the Mulan song?
Let's get down to fashion.
On these turntables.
I did like Jeremy's fake little "it's cold" when he took off his sleeves. It was like, wow, it's cold.
I agree with you about the men's fashion, but they put this enormous fake nose ring on Chris, who has a slender nose.
It's also pointed forward. It's not down like a septum piercing. It's like, hello.
It's just so unnecessary.
But he gets this really great moment with Nina where he tells her she's a gladiator princess. She's stronger than Xena.
It was very cute.
Then we finally get the Tyron of the DJ, Caroline D'Amour.
I'm so excited. Y'all, okay. So I'm watching this episode. I'm like, this person looks familiar. Why does this person look so familiar? So I go to the Wikipedia page and I'm reading. I'm like, maybe. And then I get to the bottom where it says that she is currently on the show Gordon Ramsay's Food Stars. This is Gordon Ramsay's newest reality show. I'm watching it because I watch a lot of the Gordon Ramsay oeuvre.
Is it good? I saw the thumbnail and I was interested.
It's very weird because it's an American show that's produced like a British show, if that makes any sense. But I took note of her from her very first episode. She's just Caroline on the show. You do not get the D'Amore.
Well, there's a reason you don't get the D'Amore.
But she is currently Sauce Princess. She is selling Pizza Girl pasta sauce, which is in several hundred California supermarkets.
Oh, cool.
But in her intro package in this TV show, she says that she is disrupting the boring pasta sauce aisle.
Good.
Carolyn D'Amore is a holdover from last season because she is a Nepo baby.
Mhm.
She's part of a huge pizza company in California. One note for JW, she worked as a DJ at all of Paris Hilton's record release parties around the world.
Ooh.
Yeah, they were. This is relevant to later in the episode, but I will bet you all of the money in my bank account that Cobra Snake took pictures of Caroline D'Amore.
Oh yeah, because
Makes
she's
sense.
also before this is a sliding doors moment. Carolyn D'Amore and Kim Kardashian were developing a reality television show together before Kardashian signed on to star on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what a fascinating person that's here to do nothing.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
She doesn't even have a jar of Pizza Girl pasta sauce out.
Who are these folks just sitting in the middle?
Real audience.
Are they
members.
for safety?
I don't
To catch?
They're there for Tiger Heat. They're just waiting.
It opens at 6. Gianna almost breaks her ankle for real.
We don't talk about Gianna's full almost face plant, even though she screams.
And somehow she does not end up with one of the lowest scores.
No,
It
she
was
does
so.
not.
How much worse was everyone else?
Maybe they're just like, oh yeah, she's a hurricane. It makes sense that she's flailing a little bit.
Wow!
We love it.
Phil does well. He knows how to walk in odd situations, I guess.
Well, he poses like an android who's about to come to life.
Yes, he does. Yes.
But you know what? It was a choice.
Close.
What is Jordan wearing? Why is she in a diaper with the longest negligee coat on?
Well, and walking on the turntable with the heels is already scary enough. The potential to get something caught underneath your heel, and she's the only one who's got it.
Or in
Yeah.
the machinery of the turntable.
Mm-hmm. And she kills it. She does a great job.
Kills. Renee's posing? Mwah, mwah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely good. Nina survives.
Yeah.
Fully hyperventilates backstage, though.
They call her, the designers judging, a little bit of a loose noodle.
Loose
You
noodle.
know what? Nina is a little bit of a loose
Yeah.
noodle.
This is when Jeremy says, I'm going to do my 3 poses, but then I'm going to try 4th pose, which is to take off the fashion. You're like,
So
well,
the 3 poses are arms crossed, arms on the waist, one arm up. Then he decides he's going to show his chest off. And at first he unzips the vest like
A
an
little.
inch and
Yep.
tries to show us all his Adam's apple.
I get that. I thought when he said, because he's saying it and talking, he's like, I'm going to show my chest off. And he goes, Z? And he goes, me, dee, 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 dee. And I was like, was
But he's
that
like, oh,
it?
you want to see some more?
Yeah, why is he fucking Gypsy Rose Lee? The reactions from the designers regarding Mike really defined the season around Mike.
Ashton is disgusted.
Kimberly says, so cute. Ashton says, what the fuck is he doing? You can't be a pretty face.
Did not enjoy the come hither hands.
I didn't enjoy the comment.
Neither did I.
Not Flixels in real life, Mike. No, just for pictures.
I'm happy Chris is enjoying himself, but he says that he's having even more fun over footage of the most joyless face you've ever seen in your life.
And listless walking.
And then everyone's like, oh, wow, Chris looks great.
Really?
Okay.
I don't think he walked well. I think he does look very striking in person.
Yeah,
Because
it's
on a runway, again, with makeup to help any skin
Yeah.
or whatever issues, like the blonde hair's really working.
I agree.
Oh, and I also want to note that during the fashion show, I did think to myself, that is some bad posing from Alexandra. Because we've really liked Alexandra so far, but on the runway, it was not a good moment for her.
She is,
She hasn't figured that out for sure.
and we just slipped Kanani and Dawn in. They're like they're good, but we're not going to talk to them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What a nonplussed reaction to the additional prize of getting to keep the outfit. Johnny says that, and everyone's like,
Ah.
I guess we assume that.
Well, but also because if you're a woman, you're like, oh, these are kind of like cheap.
Fine. I'm not going to wear them a panel.
And the men are like, I won't wear this.
Too fashion.
Too fashion. So they call out that Jeremy and Mike are the worst.
Bottom two.
And the top is between Phil, Jordan, Renee, and Chris.
Which seems right from what we saw.
I don't know if I would have Chris in that top 4, but I'm also not like mad about it.
Sure.
He's probably 4th. I think they generally want to have the same amount of guys and girls when they call topsies.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jordan win because she had the hardest assignment?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. She had the highest degree of difficulty.
And also the two fashion designers seemed enthralled with Jordan.
I'm having a really hard time with Jordan, and maybe you guys can unpack this. I get that she in person must be striking.
Yes.
But I also think that I don't find her very interesting, but everyone that sees her, I think, is like, oh, model. She's what model is, and it kind of blinds them because I haven't seen anything that like makes Jordan exceptional at this point.
I would say for me personally with Jordan, I do have a strong argument that she's the best photo model right now because I don't think she's taken a bad photo. Now, Gianna's my favorite contestant.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a good photo model, has a fun personality, etc. I think that Jordan, despite the fact that she's had stories, maybe what you're feeling is there's kind of a gentle dullness to the edit that Jordan's getting. Like, none of her talking heads are ever fun.
I don't think it's just the edit she's getting. I think it's the edit she is actively seeking out. Because I think Jordan is super activated by modeling.
Yeah.
Clearly, truly loves modeling. And equally, truly does not actually want to be on the show, but really wants to be a model.
Yeah.
So I think the people who are judging her either on set or in a challenge see a way more activated version of Jordan than we are getting from the TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some ways, she reminds me a little bit of last cycle's Laura, who, like, Laura, when was modeling, was the best Laura. The only difference is outside of modeling, Laura had all the stories and all the personalities and was always doing stuff, while Jordan's the opposite. And it might be a protection thing because of her backstory that she's just like, I don't want to be judged for anything but the modeling. So I'm just going to give you nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get why you're not like fanning over her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to be excited about her as a viewer of television.
Yeah. Maybe that's it.
Because Renee says more interesting things in Talking Heads. A big part of this is just like, who, you know, it's weird to have a winner that doesn't have a lot of story. It's why Anne's never going to be my favorite winner, even though I think she's an exceptional model, because I can't tell you anything about Anne other than like gawky.
Well, and I think we are all drawn, and I don't think we're exceptional, but I think we've all always been drawn to the people who are having fun on this show, who find ways to have fun or make fun. Jordan is not interested in trying to do that.
No, not at all. We get their challenge scores, and Hannah, you got your 10.
The return of the perfect 10!
Bill, Chris, and Renee get 9. Dawn and Marvin get an 8, which good for Dawn. Corey, Gianna, Kanani, and Nina get a 7.
I thought that seemed low for Corey and high for Nina.
Yep.
Yes.
And then, interestingly, there's a bottom 3.
In this order.
Yep.
Right?
At first, with
I'm
this
so glad
name.
we all noticed what I'm gonna scream about. I literally rewound it like 5 times. Right now, it reads Mike, Jeremy, Alex, 6.
Yes.
And yet, we'll almost never discuss the fact that Alex was terrible, apparently.
Nope, we've just got 2 boys on the bottom. 2 best friend boys on the bottom.
And
I've
then
seen that porn.
And then Nina makes way more of her relationship with Chris than it feels like Chris is making. Because she's like,
suddenly they're getting married one day?
No.
we just have that vibe of best friends that will eventually get married. And I wrote, yikes, Nina.
No.
She also seems way more reluctant to end this hug than he is.
Yeah.
I think Chris doesn't have a lot of friends, and he's so happy to have made a friend. And I'm like, Nina, I think you're feeling intense friend vibes from Chris, and it's okay to just be his friend.
It's better.
Yeah.
But see, this is the most personality we've gotten from Jordan so far.
The only funny thing
and
she's ever said.
I who got the 10.
Yeah, she sure is gloating, huh?
And then Mike and Jeremy are talking about the fact that they failed this, and they show a fake flashback to the graphic we just saw. Where at the bottom, it now says Alexandra, and she's listed before Mike and Jeremy with the 6s. Why change those two things?
I feel like Alexandra is our contestant this cycle who the production team is rooting for.
I think so, too.
And they're like, we're going to fix her name.
we know what it is.
We're going to imply that she was slightly better than those two.
Welcome to our ugly home.
Reddit is back for a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house. This place is mayhem. That is impressive.
And if these walls could talk,
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
they'd have a lot to say.
What in God's name is this pit?
Don't get too close.
No, if you see the show, I'm scared of cat.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
Then we get the theme song
I
again.
just gotta say, before we get to our next location, they show Mike taking himself off to a troubled slumber. Can you imagine trying to fall asleep under that isolated, angry Tyra eye every night? Just staring at you.
This whole room.
In this bright yellow room.
So we head to Castaic Lake RV Park. And JW, another research point for you. This is where they mainly filmed Mighty Morphin Power Ranger action scenes.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's the Corey setting, if you will.
Yeah.
What does production think happens in an RV park? Because when we're getting establishing shots, there is a horse neighing sound effect that I just don't understand.
That's what pulled the vehicles.
I'm going to, unsurprisingly, have a distaste for a lot of the Southern culture that is on display.
Sure.
And later on, when we talk about it, Hannah, I found a hatred for Phil. So fun.
You and Nina right at the same time.
Now, fun
Now,
things.
yes.
Trashy.
Can I say one quick
Yes,
thing?
of course.
Yes. My favorite thing was that I definitely own the exact shirt that Johnny's wearing.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Trashy Johnny is doing things. It was...
I even love that it's a trucker hat that just says Woojack and it's got like a spray painted lady.
Yeah, it took me so...
Oh, it's a lady.
It's
That's
a
what that
mud-flap
was.
lady. Yes.
It's like on the back of a truck.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know it says woo check, but what's that about?
For so longer, I was like, is it my Woojack? Is it his signature Johnny
Is it initial?
Woojack?
I did the
Woojack! I wish it
same
was.
process. He's also wearing a campaign button for Cobra Steak. What's
Yeah.
Cobra Steak running for?
Which spoils you got
Oh,
the little secret.
Fully spoils it.
We also learn that this is going to be quote unquote trailer park chic and redneck themed. Now, I was interested, so I did a little digging on the term redneck.
Mm-hmm.
And what I found fascinating is it has gone from a slur to a term of empowerment
Mm-hmm.
to a slur back to a term of empowerment in new ways.
Yeah. I looked this up about 2 years ago
Oh,
when I
okay.
was going to use it in like some writing of mine. And I was like, I know that I'm from the South, so I have a little bit more leeway to use this, but I want to figure out where it was. I ultimately decided not to use the word in my particular thing, but please, Lex, continue.
Oh, yeah. So it originally was, a word to demean people that were laborers and got sunburns.
Yeah.
But then there was a coal mining strike, and the coal miners reclaimed the word and put red handkerchiefs on.
Yep.
Because they wanted to form a union, and it became a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was used against them, against the union, to be like, you're a communist, you're a red communist, a redneck, And then
And that's also when we started saying blue collar more
Yeah.
because we still wanted a worker thing, but we had to get away from red.
Yeah, it was just, it's more fascinating than I was like, because I always assumed it was like, oh, labor or sunburn. It's
Right.
always been demeaning. And I was like, oh, good for them to like,
Yeah,
take
and
it
it's
back.
kind of one of those things too. Like with other Southern friends, I kind of don't mind when we say it, we use
Sure.
it. Like I don't mind calling something rednecky.
Sure.
When it's whatever. I love yokel personally.
Ooh,
I
it's
don't
a
know the
fun
etymology of that, and I'm scared to look it up now that I've said that out loud. But
Will always make me think of the little mini theme song in The Simpsons.
Uh-huh. Something
For Cletus.
Cletus.
Some folk will never lose a toe, and then again some folk will, like Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel.
Yokel just has fun sounds in it.
oh, it comes from the English word for woodpecker.
Oh, weird. Not what I would have assumed.
It was also a nickname for Jacob. What an odd word.
We get a little tiny twist
I hate
that I thought
this.
was kind of interesting as a reward for the call-out order.
Kinda
Because
liked
once
it.
again, guess
I kinda
what, everybody?
liked it.
It's a group shot.
Ugh.
But based on the call-out order from last week, you get to pick your partner.
I also have, yes. Before we get to pick partners, I have a question I would like to propose.
Mm-hmm.
Someone is absent from this whole episode. And is that because where this is located? Because Castaic RV Park is located by Magic Mountain. And I'm going to assume that perhaps that's maybe where the model house is. So does Tyra not leave a centralized LA location and lets free? And so Johnny is off the leash, and Johnny made this choice about the picking of the partners because
I love
Mama
the
Tyra
idea
was
that
not
Johnny's just like, hey, let's mix it up.
Let's mix it up. It will lead to notably better makeup.
there. Yeah.
I also love that we got a little peek when he was like, you can do fashion anywhere from the streets of Paris to Dirty Hotel Room, and we get a peek of Cycle 15 Anne, but Cycle 19 they chose Brittany. So Mike, because he was first call out, gets to pick first, and apparently you do have to pick opposite gendered.
Right.
I don't know if you had to, or if that's just what they did.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
he didn't define it.
Yeah.
He picks Alex, and Alex is excited because Alex knows she's going to be better than Mike.
Well, she's already done the photo shoot with him before and was like, oh, he's bad.
Gianna plays strategy
Mm-hmm.
and picks Marvin because Marvin's been doing well, and now Marvin's in love with her
Marv.
too.
He
Marvy
continues
Marv.
to be gross.
Ugh.
Jordan, also playing the game, picks
Yes.
Chris.
Smart.
Nina picks Phil because she didn't get Chris.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Well, also, like, with the options left, I kind of see what she was thinking.
I think so.
He's gonna fit the brief the best.
They haven't posed together,
Mm-hmm.
and he fits the brief.
And they're the quirkies,
Yeah.
right? And then Corey picks Renee because of friendship.
Powerful.
Besties.
Yeah, yeah. And then sad loser trio. Jeremy, Dawn, and poor Kanani.
Team leftovers.
Yeah, it really is, though. And then what's so funny is Johnny goes, so we're going to pair you up as a threesome. And someone goes, and then someone goes, ooh. Like it's new.
Jeremy. Phil is not caring for this hair. His hands are in it too much. He is pulling at it. It's starting to separate.
Well, and this journey, getting a weave, I mean, it hurts. It's complicated. I don't know why girls would even take the process to do it. But now after doing it, I love it.
Felt like it was said under duress. And then we get Cobra Snake, just the Cobra Snake now.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the entire name. And of course, I think it was not great Gianna moment. She's like, I thought he just lived at the trailer park. It's like, all right.
This weird little man. I will say that is an apt description of the Cobra
He,
Snake.
he
Yeah.
is an eccentric little man.
And he looked.
And he says he grew up in him. So
Yeah, he looks more unkempt today than he did last time.
Mhm.
he also got sunburned at some point.
Hmm. And don't worry, he will have costume changes.
Oh,
again.
yeah. And then the weirdest addition to a photo that's already a group shot.
And has people in the background.
And just has so much shit.
They have a Honey Boo Boo knockoff named Sugar Pop Pop, who gets also no screen time. It's so odd.
I hated also this era in pop culture of making fun of Honey Boo Boo. That was a child. She was a child.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, I haven't kept up with those celebrities, but I'm glad that they seem to be like living their best life now.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, we were obsessed as a society for a while with like toddlers and tiaras and dance moms. Like, I don't know. And again, we got some cool folks out of it, like JoJo Siwa's.
Yeah.
Like seemingly come out unscathed, but we really like to like reality TV shows with kids, not for me.
No thanks.
The only exception is that show that makes the kids go on little errands.
Oh, yes.
And there's a little narrative that's like, don't get distracted. You've got to pick up an apple.
I will occasionally like cry at an episode of MasterChef Junior.
Well, you knew that was the exception, Hannah. How dare you?
I haven't watched the show, but I have seen clips of Greatest British Bake Off Junior Edition, and little British children becoming befuddled by a cake burning was quite adorable.
Yeah.
I guess maybe it shows that not the junior version of pre-established shows.
I think
it
it's
just
more-
shows about kids.
Sure. Also, it's not like a competition or like they're doing a task. It's like we're getting into these children's lives.
Mm-hmm.
Worst Johnny moment in a while
Yeah.
is that of Jeremy, because they start with Kanani, Dawn, and Jeremy's getting the worst feedback. Johnny says that at certain angles, Jeremy's body looks, quote, hideous. And I'm like, all right.
Roof.
First of all, no, it doesn't. Second of all, you can
it's
just
just
say
a
that he
body.
has good angles and bad angles. Like,
Yeah.
but hideous.
Good Johnny
But-
moment.
Calling Jeremy Squinty McSquinterstein.
What is his life?
What a rich cultural stew this character came from.
This Scottish Jew. What's he like?
Poor Jeremy and his suddenly discovered tiny eyes.
I like, again, Jeremy has some self-awareness. He's like, the sun's in my eyes, and my eyes are already
Pretty
so small. Mike's new hair color looks wild in the bright sunlight.
It looks like Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that amber is not good in the light.
But Alex looks like Lana Del fucking Rey.
Yeah,
in
she
this
does.
photo.
She does, actually.
Really does. Johnny gives Mike a note to be a little cockier, so Mike gives one sup nod and then does nothing else.
Poor Mike, and he even says it. He just doesn't know what he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen a contestant flounder around this much in a long time.
Who was the man skimming the pool? Because he had the same hair as Mike. So it wasn't Jeremy, but he's just another extra. We never meet this person. Maybe he was the real pool person at the RV park? Because we never meet him.
Yeah, and there's so many extras in all of these, and they can't all be the models. Jordan and Chris have a nice moment bonding over moving around a lot.
Mhm. And also surviving abusive relationships.
Yeah.
And she said earlier she picked him because she wanted to like have a little bit of time with him.
To get to know him a little bit, and
Yeah.
I think that was pretty lovely. Renee, because Renee hates Jordan and no one else. There's such a weird pair of sentences of Jordan. I don't care what color your hair is. Bitch, I'm bronze and I love it.
Bitch, I'm bronze and I love it. But also, your bronze medal was also in.
Guess what? Marvin's being gross.
Yeah, someone needs to have a workplace harassment conversation with Marvin because he literally says, almost literally says, he has a boner and can't focus.
Because I'm feeling Gianna's arm. And also, once again, I know I talked about this last episode, but when he calls her distracting on set because she's standing next to him doing her job, I have a huge problem with the framing.
Yeah.
I don't know what more we can say, but like...
It really reminds you of the old speak, and unfortunately probably still the current speak of many people, where they're like, we can't have a woman at work. She'll distract all the men from working.
Well, it's like, it is literally like high school, like, dress codes where it's like, God forbid you see a woman's shoulder. The men will be too boinked to study. It's like...
Too boinked. And Gianna is killing it too.
Oh my
She's
God, she looks
destroying
so
this.
good.
She made those ugly earrings look great.
You only look at women through the prism of fuckability. That is the only thing when you look at a woman. The only thing you see is a body to fuck.
And it's literally every woman.
Mm-hmm.
And you should feel so good because she picked you to be in this photo with her. And the two of you are going to end up with one of the better photos. You should be like, oh, thank God Gianna picked me. She's a model. I'm going to be safe another week.
It just, every time he opens his mouth, it's just a full body cringe.
Yeah.
Now, that all being said, worst subplot that starts right here is the framing of Corey as everyone doesn't have the vocabulary to say anything else but like, wow, he looks like a man.
Except for Renee. Champion Renee. Best moment of the episode because he's standing there practicing certain poses and ways of holding himself. And the fucking peanut gallery is, he looks like a man when he does that. And then Renee goes, he is a man.
Stop talking about it.
Yeah. It's going to get so much... Oh, it's almost amusingly terrible in panel because like it's so stupid and over the top.
Well, and it
like,
finally gets called out.
Yeah. But also it started at the top. The judges have started this behavior that has
they've encouraged. This is why all the contestants feel empowered to pull this shit.
He must be so lonely.
You see his face every single time this happens, and it's just so downtrodden, and it makes me feel so bad. I'm glad that there always seems to be someone saying the opposite to like defend Corey, but my God, I could only wish that I would have the strength and fortitude to continue in a competition that's going to constantly say that.
Yep.
And also, and I'll say this again probably when we get to it, but if you want to make the thing of like, look, we need you to be a romantic couple, and since you're not naturally attracted to women, that might be a little bit of a challenge for you to create that chemistry. That is a fine enough critique that he can disprove very quickly.
Yeah.
And it also, that whole thing, you're correct, it would be better. But also the wild supposition that every straight person is attracted to every
woman.
person
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
opposite
Yeah.
gender.
I mean, Marvin is there.
Yeah. Marvin is epitome of straight man in the vocabulary of this show.
Yeah, but you're absolutely correct.
Why was Alexandra putting more makeup on her face?
I think she can't help herself. I think she's addicted.
But I do love, we don't normally get a moment this candid between two contestants. Just like straight talking shit. Because Nina says, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of worried about my shoot. And immediately, Alexandra, why? Because he's not really very good?
Putting on bronzer.
Yeah, that's the best part is neither of them are looking at each other. It is one of those mirror talks where both people are looking at themselves.
And this is intersposed with Corey also being over Phil because he needs to throw it like, oh, you want to be a man? Here, I'll show you how to be. And Corey's just like, no, I'm okay. Thank you so much. So much.
Yeah, because Phil's going around doing little skits, or as Nina correctly says, stereotypical white trash jokes.
Yep.
And here's the thing. As much as like I am going to be on the defensive when a shoot like this happens, most people actually weren't being stereotypical about stuff, which I appreciated. And yeah, it's just like Phil's making jokes that imply that every single person who's currently living in a trailer home is poor and stupid.
Yep.
But look, I'm okay with you doing some southern accents. It's a trailer park. They're mostly in the South and related areas.
You're in California, but sure.
Yeah. But I get it. They're dressing you up as characters. You want to have some fun, but Phil just can't shut up about it.
The only person who likes Phil is the Cobra Snake.
Yeah, he is very much feeling Phil.
I will say in the photo, when he's on the set, it's a lot better because he does take down that energy and actually start working. And I think
he is professional once they are on set.
And look, Nina and Phil are the two people you would probably hire for something like this.
Yeah.
And spoiler, their photo's pretty darn good.
Yep.
Back to the house, we get another old Mike talking head. His hair is fully a different color. You can't do this. We just saw how red it is.
Where was the makeover beanie for all this?
We have this really fun moment between Jeremy and Don.
loved this.
Oh my god.
And Jeremy's checking in. And he goes, do you think, he's like, this is how much, this is what my eyes were like. Do you think it's too much, or do you think they're going to be like, that's fierce? And Dawn goes, that looks pretty squinty.
Oh my gosh.
Dawn does seemingly tell people, like, that's
A
not how
gentle
it is.
truth.
Yeah, a
He's very
gentle
good at a
truth.
gentle truth.
He is. Dawn gives me good friend vibes.
Yeah. This photo, the styling is wild. So
Yep.
Tyra's wearing overalls that are not on,
Nope, they're falling right off.
Mm-hmm.
a America flag button-down shirt that is also off and over the overalls.
It was just a flag.
Oh no. And the flixel is the flag waving.
Mm-hmm.
And then they've CGI'd a too small trucker hat on her head as she does the 2XO hands.
Her eyes are dead. This woman looks bored.
She sure does. And then, as we pan up over this hideous dress pattern that looks like a Spirit Halloween witch costume from a distance, we get to worse hair in a different way.
But also, speaking of blue eyeshadow,
Woo! She snatched it right off of Alexandria's eyes.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Also, I made some style notes from the contestants. Corey decided to put on a full gray suit and tie.
I think
Yeah,
he's
your
trying
little
to
vest.
look manly.
And I
quote
get
unquote,
it.
indeed.
Strong choice, wrong choice for me personally.
Agreed.
He just doesn't look comfortable.
No.
Jordan went full day brunch. She's in her flower blouse. And then Gianna is what I call fiercely HR.
Sure is.
She loves a blazer, Hurricane
does.
Gianna.
See, I want to believe that Gianna is like, I have to stand by Marvin again. Okay, I'm going to look as
Layers.
professional and layered as possible.
Shoulder pads.
We are at a workplace, Marvin.
Did y'all find it odd that Jordan's challenge win was called out separately from her evaluation?
It was odd, especially because no one was prepared for that. So there's the gentlest non-applause for it.
She goes like, woo.
Because, yeah, I've gotten used to the, okay, and there was a challenge, and what score did you make? Because then you get the, oh, I did well, I made an 8, or I made a 6.
Yeah. We get a terrible.
Sorry. All right, was that too much? I made a 6.
You said I made a 6. As though you
I
took
made
3
a
poops.
6. 3 poops.
What a sad math baby.
4 peas, 1 poop.
We get a terrible Tyra 2 list of trailer park food, of tater tots and cheese whiz. Tater tots? They're in every bar of America?
Also, just like, tater tots are having a renaissance now.
They
We're
sure
doing
are.
upscale tater tots. Also, everyone can disagree with me. Cheese whiz tastes good and is fun.
It's not something I grew
Give
up
me a sleeve of Ritz and some cheese whiz. That's a night.
with. A sleeve and whiz, yeah. That's what we call it in England. Sleeve and whiz.
Give myself the old sleeve and the whiz. I'm just never going to be mad at fake cheese. I enjoy fake cheese
Any
in most forms.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese is great. And
You
tater
say you
tots-
like American cheese on the internet and people like come for you. I'm like, I don't care.
Sorry, y'all. It's cheese.
And then we get a wicka wicka DJ split sighting. Phil and Nina are first.
Classic Tyra segue. And this is the only time they're going to talk about the challenge. Let's see if your photo is better than that ankle is feeling right now.
There's a sugar pop pop skirt flixel.
Also, this is a child. I'm not going to be mean about it, but the end result pose of poor Sugar Pop Pop
It's nothing.
is her eyes are closed. She's looking
Closed.
down, and her hands are doing different things. It's so weird.
And she's standing on a tree stump in front of a car. What is going on?
Like if you just crop to Nina and Phil, this is a great picture.
It is. And she looks hot.
Hot.
which is not something that has been in her bag of tricks yet so far.
I know this couple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. I also love that they put goggles on Phil to cover up most of the hair.
Because it makes no sense. They're ski goggles.
Yeah.
Nina just looks so good.
Her legs look so long.
And it feels like she's selling the jean shorts, selling the
shoes.
shoes, selling the bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they kind of made her hair not mullety, but kind of that like punky mullet,
A little
like
shaggy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is where Nina has to lie to stay in the competition about her ankle.
Mhm.
I did it. Me and my shoe choice.
Remember those shoes?
Oh.
I'm so quirky. I did it to myself. And
It
then we
wasn't
don't
that
see it.
upside down rain runway that you made me do that I
Definitely
fell.
not that.
We don't see her roll her ankle.
No, there's not footage of
No.
it.
So good on those shoes. She had a whole routine worked out. She practiced that.
Yeah. But yeah, this photo is what this shoot was.
Yep.
Bill also does a good job.
He
I don't think
does.
he's as good as Nina, but
No.
he does do a good job. And this is the kind of thing you would hire him for.
Yes. I wish his arm wasn't where it is. It needed to be lower.
More out or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to look like he was actually doing it.
It makes it kind of look like the weights part of the trailer.
Yes.
I am going to call out, Tyra also says that, and this panel is full of weirdly good Tyra critique.
Yeah.
It really is. I have a couple of different notes about good Tyra. I have one note that's just like, good Tyra advice.
Mm-hmm.
Actual advice.
Gianna and Marvin are next.
And then,
We get Leaves and Light Flixel.
but before that,
Mm-hmm.
Marvin does just accidentally graze her hand. And
He
the
sure
panel's
does.
like, are you trying to hold hands? What's this now? And then I actually love how Gianna responds to this because Tyra asks, do you have a crush on Gianna? And he goes, yes. And she goes, thank you. Like, okay. And then I was like, that should have been the end of it. That would have been actually fine to me.
Yeah, fine.
And then
Not great, but
he's
fine.
like, I hate it when she hangs out with Phil. And I'm like, don't bring Phil into this.
And Phil's just
Well, and
like,
that's when Gianna's face turns from, I'm putting up with this, to, I'm mortified.
and Phil is just like, what?
Bruh?
Huh?
I'm here to win this.
Gianna looks
Oh
so hot in this photo.
my God.
Individually, this is my favorite shot of an individual contestant.
Yeah.
I hate that they get on her for the neck. She's wearing a high-necked blouse. There is no way to show neck in this shirt.
No.
And long, dangly earrings that would cover up the little bit that she did show. But
She
like, you talk
slays.
about Toochin? Look at that Tooch. Come on.
Like, are you kidding?
Mhm. Her legs look so good.
And I'm sorry, her face, especially her lips.
Oh my God.
She has these nice round lips.
Her
It's so
eyes-
pretty.
her
This
eyebrow
woman was
arch.
born to wear a red lipstick.
Mm-hmm.
And Marvin is doing literally nothing. It is the same photo.
I know, we have to agree with Rob,
Yeah.
because it is the exact same face.
Yeah.
And it's weird because you can see how it should work. Because the jacket is great,
Yes.
I think, for the shot. The jacket is great. And
It's
his body
cool.
positioning is not bad.
No.
But he's just there inside of it.
If we hadn't seen the alternative wedding shoot, I think I would like this more from Marvin.
Sure.
Mhm.
Because the whole photo works for me. For some reason, they didn't need Sugar Pop Pop. I would have loved her in this little open window down here. Just like, hey.
But oh my God, Gianna. is
Also,
so-
this is stupid, but this is one of the ones that just looks like a trailer park in a fun way. Like, it literally
Yeah.
just is like the door of a trailer and the Christmas lights and stuff around them. Like,
This is van life. This is Instagram influencer van life.
kind of. For
Yeah.
real, though. Yeah.
Corey and Renee are next. They have a blender flixel, which I like.
Mhm.
They also have a creepy ghost of a dead pageant girl in the background, which I hate.
Who disapproves of their day drinking.
Yes. Who is not happy about what is happening. I will say the Blender Flixel is my favorite Flixel so far.
Agreed.
For sure.
It's cool. Like, it's super fun. I don't think Corey's good in this.
Also,
No, but he did this to prove a
to
point.
prove a point.
If it were up to Corey, I don't think this is how he would have looked. But he knows what he's going to get coming into panel.
And
I agree. He just looks so drunk.
and I think Renee serves in this photo.
This is my favorite Renee photo so far. I felt like I was looking at a different photo when they were commenting on this because I have the exact opposite critique where I think it's great Renee. What fun body positioning. It looks like a shoe ad.
This color on her looks so
Stunning.
good.
And I think the curlers
and it's
are
like
really
chartreuse.
Yeah.
I think the curlers were a fun choice.
I think so too.
Yeah.
She looks like a fucking like pop star in this outfit. Like this looks like a music video.
Oh, sure. I could see a
So.
Kelsey Ballerini moment
Yeah.
like this. But we got to talk about what happens,
Yep.
which is filled with good moments and bad moments, mostly bad. Rob says he looks like a man.
If I didn't know any better, you pull off a dude to me.
Dude. It starts
If
with
I
dude.
didn't know any better.
Mm.
So that just also tells us that he doesn't think gay men are men.
Right.
Correct.
Right. And then Tyra first is very quickly like, he is.
He is a
And
dude.
And
He
then
pulls out
Kelly almost
straight.
begrudgingly, because I think she's looking at papers, is like, yeah. And then he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean a man. And she's like, he is. And he's like, what do I say?
Yeah, him doubling down and being like, okay, you pull off man.
But the end of result of this is now that Corey is in another impossible position.
Yeah.
Because Rob is like, this is great. This is exactly what you should do every time. Your face doesn't look good anymore. I'm thrilled. And then Tyra's like, I would love this picture if only you brought the beautiful face that you have. And now we're like, oh, so he's just not going to be able to win with the panel ever.
Yeah. And it's, again, Rob gives him such a high score. I think he gives him a 9.
A 9.
And it's like, so he
And he's like, I'm really
technically
proud of you.
achieved what he wanted to achieve. I feel so bad for him. And also his face during this whole thing is just like,
And
so
then-
crestfallen.
And I'm going to say it on this podcast. Kelly Catrone is racist. She calls Renee lowbrow.
For no reason. For no reason other than what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like, meaning no reason in person or in the photo.
Yep. There.
And also, I'm going to say it, even though I disagree with the idea of this. If you're doing Trailer Park Chic, lowbrow might not be even the worst choice. Like, I don't understand where she's going.
No, she just is like, you look like trash and I hate you.
Second week in a row,
Yeah.
something real racist has come out of her mouth.
She's doing a lot of quiet part loud.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of quiet part loud.
That the show is keeping in and like not commenting on.
Yeah, it's almost like probably overwhelming for Tyra. She's like, oh God, I just defended gay men.
But Tyra gives her the same score as Kelly. Tyra's not caring that much about it.
Mm.
Alexandra and Mike are next. They get so much Flixel, and it involves none of the people that it was, because also Dawn and Nina are passing or like rolling a ball. That's not moving. The man skimming the pool. That's not
Oh my
moving.
God. Nina is in the shoes that supposedly killed her ankle in this photo.
She sure is.
And so it's the
She's
water.
probably like, can I please put those on? I feel way more supported.
They have great ankle support. Yeah, because the shoes she was in, she did not feel support. She was, her foot was, weight was off of that ankle.
Well, they were ribbon, for one thing.
She really
Mike,
managed that well.
Mike looks weird in this photo. He looks photoshopped, or like his face was photoshopped on a different body pose.
Yeah.
And Tyra says this is a weird pose. Like, this is such a weird pose. I'm like, his arms are on his knees. This is not a weird, this is just
No,
how someone
this is-
sits.
I'm pretty sure the only way Mike knows how to sit, and that's why
Yeah.
he did it.
Also, why are these leather gloves showing up on every man? He is at the pool. Why does he have driving gloves on?
And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but both Rob and Tyra get good by them. Well, I can't even say it. Can't even say it, y'all. Both
It's 9 p.m.
living in. Both Rob and Tyra give good individual different advice. Because Rob, even though he frames it as you look thin, which is just him being like, you got to be buff all the time.
With his body
He
dysmorphia,
basically says, though, in this body position, you leaning forward,
is not helping.
yeah, it makes your body look different. And then Tyra says, this might be one of the best pieces of advice Tyra's ever given. She says, you have to be aware of what the clothing is doing and what the camera is seeing. So if that fanny pack is in the way and throwing off your proportions, you need to be aware enough as a model to do something about that. And I was like, that
Well,
might be the best, most succinct piece of advice you've ever given, Tyra.
yes. But in the middle of that, she does call a fanny pack a fanny sack, which is the wildest way to refer to it.
It's where you keep your eggs until they hatch.
Also, they're not wrong about literally your eyes go to his crotch because, number one, he's in gold shorts.
It's gold.
But it's also like everything's whooshed forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
I am glad they called out how stunning Alexandra's face is in this photo.
When Tyra commands the close-up so that she can give a better score.
How did Mike get 8s from 2 of these judges?
So
How is
weird.
Rob
Looked bad.
Evans giving the most sane scores on this television show?
8s from Kelly and Tyra. 8s?
So weird. Mike must be one. You know how sometimes we have model contestants of the past that in person they're so stunning, but we just don't see it on film.
I think
that
they're
must be
attracted
Mike.
to Mike. I think they're attracted to Mike and they want Mike to stay.
But also in person, he might just be like a knockout, truly. Now, I think it's worth talking about the one eliminated contestant photo now,
Ooh.
because if you'll look up Clea's shot, you'll notice something.
Excuse me?
So, dear listeners, in the wildest turn of events ever in top model history, Clea's shot is the Mike and Alex shot with Clea photoshopped in.
Stepping out of the jacuzzi.
And all the background extras are evaporated.
So they're doing these photos fully separate, yeah?
Yep.
They're not even attempting? This is wild.
You really do see a lot more of the little monkey float.
Yeah. And she looks great. It's a
does
good
look
picture
great.
of Clea. It's so funny that they're literally the same picture, but with Clea replacing the extras.
This is wild.
Wild.
And I wonder if they're going to do this for all. I haven't looked ahead. I hope.
I hope
What a
they do
weird thing they do
I
in the
hope
future.
so.
Lurkin. Every photo is a lurk.
So does that mean that poor Clea was just posing half in
By
the pool
herself?
by herself?
I think so. There's no way. There is no way they made them do that exact same pose for this photo. No. Jordan and Chris are next. They have a tablecloth. It's very wind focused, this episode. Tablecloth and plant flixel.
She did find that light.
This is the first time I've really liked Jordan in a photo. Like,
I
I think
mean-
She looks stunning.
Stunning.
Yeah.
she looks really
And
good.
stole the photo. It's her photo. You look at everything else next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't help that he literally is not in the light.
And Tyra gives that advice.
Yeah.
She was like, you need to find your light because right now all of that angelic light is going to Jordan and you just needed to lean forward.
I also really like that she told Jordan, you look beautiful, but I don't see the story. Because I
Yeah.
think that is actual helpful critique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kelly says that Chris is one of those jogging, freaky, healthy boys in the trailer park.
Kelly story.
What?
Classic health nut.
That freaky.
My little jogging boy.
But like, why? Because he has sneakers?
Sneakers.
Well, and
yeah.
the gloves on for some reason.
But what's great is Lexi only has one glove.
Oh.
Look at that other hand. That's what we call fashion.
We did not need Sugar Pop Pop in this photo.
Well, also, why make her stand on this table? That couldn't have been safe for that child.
And it only says pop pop. You don't see the sugar, so it looks like she's like pop
Pop
pop.
up.
Kanani, Jeremy, and Dawn are next.
Sugar Pop Pop's place of prominence in this photo is insane.
They also got rid of the extras in the back at some point because
Oh, yeah.
we had 5 people back there holding flags.
But
I don't think Kanani is telling much of a story. However, I think she is drop dead gorgeous.
she looks incredible. This might actually be my favorite individual shot this week.
Really?
I think she looks fucking fierce.
I just can't stand how this photo is 4 people staring at a camera being taken.
It
Totally
looks like a
unrelated
weird
to
family
each other.
photo.
So weird.
I love that this is where the cheese whiz is. We also have a game of beer pong that's being played.
Jeremy,
How are you supposed to play this beer pong on the hot
he
dog
looks like
table?
he's about to drop a beer into a red Solo cup.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a jar of capers. I realize it's a beer in a koozie,
Yeah.
but it
In a
does look like a
koozie.
jar of capers.
Oh, I
really
have a
like-
question for the two of y'all that might make it our Shopify poll. Guys, order this poll. Spotify poll.
You can do it on a payment plan.
I got it. I got into a debate about whether it's pronounced koozie or cozy. I always said koozie.
Koozie. Did I say cozy?
I think either is acceptable. I've heard both.
Yeah.
What do you say, Top Model fans?
I say tea cozy, beer koozie.
Yeah, that's the same. So what do you call the little, if you're not looking at the photo, if you don't remember, it's the stuff that goes around bottles and beers and they're kind of foamy. I always
Keep
call
your
them
hand
koozie.
from getting too cold.
Yeah.
Ooh, burn.
It's a little sweater for your drink.
I like both. I like Don very much. I'm glad he's having a better episode. I don't think he's doing much in this photo.
He is gorgeous. Just like Kanani. He is gorgeous.
And they are both naturally, innately cool people, I
Yes.
think.
Their coolness is selling the photo more than any action that they're doing.
Mm-hmm. I love her in this, though. My eye goes straight to her.
Yeah. Also, the poor guys are just out of the light.
Yes. But Jeremy is not helped by his styling of suspenders
Skinny suspenders.
in dress pants.
And then we need to talk about the fan video that is a frat initiation porn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Are
it feels
they
like these were
gay or
Jeremy's
straight?
buddies or something.
Oh.
I think
wonder if
these were
these two are
Jeremy's
people
friends.
who actually know Jeremy. That makes so much
Because
sense.
this was so weird. I don't know why the show put this on.
I'm going to tell y'all, for the first time since we've been doing this podcast, I skipped ahead 10 seconds because I was dying of secondhand embarrassment.
Well, it also goes on for like 3 minutes, it feels like.
My grandma gave you a 10. Our pig gave you a 10. I'm like, what
Trying
are
to
we
give you
doing?
Oh, Jesus.
And Jeremy looks mortified.
Yes.
Jeremy
sure
looks like he
does.
wants to turn inside out.
Sincere question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Kelly Catrone think that electricians fix cars?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Also, electrician to me is a very valuable career.
Like plumber.
And it
High
feels
paying union job.
Yeah. I also noticed that Brian Boy, and I just misheard him, Brian Boy said that Dawn's scores leapt this week, which is a weird way to phrase it,
Sure.
but I get where he's coming from. I thought he said that Dawn's scores leaked from last week, and I was like, leaked? Leaked to what?
Taking a piss.
The internet?
Y'all, I just want to say, I really miss Private Panel.
I do too. Especially now that
Yeah.
they're fighting.
I'm of two minds. I don't need to hear more from Kelly and Rob.
Correct.
That is true.
However, I think that I think a lot of this could have been fixed with guest judges.
Uh-huh.
Because
I
those
think people would have been on the
counterbalanced
best
people a lot.
behavior situation if they were.
Especially because we're getting scores from the judges that are so based on personal feelings, it would be nice to have an objective expert opinion.
Yeah. Hey, bring the Cobra Snake on. That'd be fun. That'd be crazy. Come on.
Fine.
He'd be like 27. Like, no, that's not what we're doing.
These are people who only agree to appear on screen with Johnny, and that's it.
That's exactly it. Call out order. Jordan is first with an 8-1.
Who is befuddled.
Nina is second with an 8-5.
Whew.
And then Phil is third with a 6-5. The internet.
Challenge scores doing the work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dawn gets a 7-7.
It's a very high score.
Very high.
Very high call out.
Chris with a 6-6.
Yeah.
Marvin is so high with a 7-1. He's so high in this fucking call out order.
But it does not matter.
Nope.
Because Gianna
Uh-huh.
does the impossible. Something I said last cycle was impossible.
Yeah.
She gets a 9.
It's so impossible they don't even include the 0.0.
They don't care.
I truly believe that they have to be calculating the scores differently this cycle.
They have to be.
There's no way.
Even still.
Even still.
9.
Good
9.
gravy. And how does she get a 9 and is that low in the call out order?
Right?
When she was so beautiful in her picture.
And had like an average challenge. Didn't she get a 7? Like, I don't.
She
it doesn't
got
make
a
sense.
987. A 987 from the judges.
Mm.
And she got a challenge score of 7.
Yeah. No, I do like, we haven't mentioned it yet, but Brian Boy has identified Gianna as the social media darling.
She sure has.
And
She's
I kind of
nice
like
Kristen.
that. I'll say
Yes.
this. Yeah. Brian Boy's been a lot better with how he's phrasing stuff. Like, he's just saying if they've gotten better, if they've been consistent, if
He'll
they're the one.
sometimes slip in and say what his opinion is, but mostly
It's a lot better, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you want a little top model math, Gianna is like Kristen plus mystery minus meanness.
Poor Corey got a 6-1, which aligns with how I feel about the photo.
Yes.
Which says that the viewing public doesn't care about this narrative. They just care
they
about if
prefer
the photo's good.
they prefer other Corey.
Yeah.
Kanani is a 7-7.
Happy to see her score go up.
Yeah, me too.
And then Tyra rebrands Alex back to Alexandra.
Why?
What is her name? Who is she? Is she there? She got an 8, which
She
is
got
also
8,
good.
No point 0. And then I Hate People. Renee has a 5-7.
The second lowest of the week. The only lower one's going to be the eliminee.
Which leaves Mike the Jeremy.
Who have to. One of them will return to your home here in Los Angeles, pack your bags, and move out of the top model house.
Also, she can barely differentiate them. She's like, well, you both look the same. One is young and one is old.
So that's fun. The social media scores are so different, though.
Yeah.
Oh my
sure
God.
Are.
So Mike gets a 5-1 and
Woof.
Jeremy gets a 7-2. And they are 0.1 difference.
Because of those 8s from the judges.
Because
Jesus
literally,
Christ.
Jeremy is over 2 points higher. He had to do that well to survive over Tyra's favorite.
And
Because as she says, I didn't send you home. The fans did.
Still go out with me, please.
So weird.
And apparently when you get discovered by Tyra, she gives you a double hug.
She also, at one point, she said something before she eliminated Mike, where she said, and only one young man will continue in this competition. I was like,
And you're like,
so
spoilers.
Jeremy.
Yeah, right. Mike has a good update and some fascinating trivia.
Great.
Ooh.
Mike Skokoza, SCOCOZZA, and that is also the Instagram
Skokoza.
handle. Yeah. After the show, Mike signed with Slater Model Management and MSA Models in Los Angeles, and now he's with O Models currently, and that's still linked on
New
his
career for him.
Yeah. He is in the magazines Bello, MFI, Elements, Fashionista, Elle, Instabrand, Fantastics. But his main thing now, as his Instagram reads, he's an explorer, a father, and a facilitator of style. He's the founder of this actually pretty cool thing called the Sarto Collective, SARTO, and it's a bespoke clothing place. And honestly, has some of the cooler handmade handkerchiefs and pocket squares I've ever seen. One that I'm like,
Nice.
I'll probably buy this later. And also now is introducing bespoke coffee, which is a weird pivot, but
Well,
it's basically just a collective of bespoke artistry.
cool.
And has a gorgeous family and just seems to be living his life. Recently celebrated his 37th birthday. So speaking of age, he has trivia that's all related to how old he is. Not only is he the oldest guy to ever compete on Top Model, but he is the first and so far only 27-year-old to ever compete. And he's the 6th oldest model to ever compete. The only people who are beaten, and some of these do not count to me, are Brittany, Lisa, and Camille from All Stars, which that's All Stars, a little different.
Yeah, no.
And then in Cycle 24, when they lifted the
Right.
age restrictions, Christiana, Christina, and Aaron. And Aaron's famously the oldest person in
person
history.
ever.
So Mike was, for the show, old.
Yeah.
I guess in my head, I was like, we had to have had another 27-year-old, but I guess we just never actually got. I think it was always 26.
Yes.
So
I think it
Celia was
was
a crone at 25, right?
Yeah, I think actually, conspiracy theory, I think it was 26 even for this cycle, but Tyra wanted him on the show and said it's fine.
And then in the last, and this is so weird, this makes him the first contestant to ever be older than one of the judges because he's actually older than Rob.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that weird?
That's so weird. Well, I didn't really love Mike.
I can't say I'm gonna miss him, but
Not
he
at
just
all.
seemed like a regular dude who wandered into the wrong place.
Why was he here?
I almost feel for him. I don't think he really wanted to do this. And to be on a show, because imagine if we believe all the narrative and Tyra Banks tells you, hey, you should be on my show. You're going to say yes,
Of
probably.
course.
Yeah, I mean,
And then it's like, maybe this will be an amazing career. Maybe I'll be magically good at this. And then you get on there and you just suck over and over again.
yeah, why would you not take the opportunity when you're working in a job that you don't care about and you're feeling sort of directionless? Of course you're going to take it.
And so I love that it seems like he has found that direction and is doing some pretty cool
He
stuff.
he didn't go out on a great note this episode.
No. What a turn of events, too, because in earlier episodes, I was like, Mike's not so bad. And I still don't think he's like the worst
No,
or
he's not a
anything. But
terrible. I mean, Marvin's still there.
and I love him for trivia. I love that he's the oldest of the olds.
And if you're the youngest of the young, so fresh and sweet, angelic, cherubic, you should rate, review, and subscribe because you know how to do those things. You're young.
Finger on the pulse.
Yeah, you can also send us a youthful email, electronic mail at podleadem@gmail.com or send us a retro old email at our
Which is just
PO
called
box.
mail.
It's just called mail. It's so old. At podleadem.com. You can find that old ass address.
I think the
Also,
listeners are going to be able to tell that we're recording this one at 9:30 at night.
I don't think so.
Okay, I think we're
I
covering.
was trying to
we're
think of
covering.
initials for P.O. Box that was something old box.
Pretty
and my
old
brain
box.
Just didn't surprise
Pretty
supply
old.
anything.
Pretty old box.
It's a pretty old box.
box.
That's how I refer to my butt.
You can use the hashtags podleadem and pretty old box.
Great.
You can find me anywhere at Yet Charming.
I am on Instagram at Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm on TikTok at JD Crump OK. And check out my new series on TikTok at Literally Jessica Pod for a great cast reunion of a show that never existed.
It's for youngs. So,
They'll get the satire.
and make sure to use the hashtag, even though Hannah said it,
I love y'all.
podleadem whenever you do. And like, so young. Youth culture. So for podleadem, I have been Lex Basile Price.
I can't, but I will be Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm not even JW Crump.
And we'll see you. I can't on top.
With my fresh young eyes. Podleadem is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.